So you're looking to move to Northwest Arkansas and you're just trying to figure out why does Northwest Arkansas keep on coming up as a potential spot for you and your family to move. Well, in today's video, I'm going to provide to you 10 cities that many of my other clients consider, then end up choosing to move to Northwest Arkansas. If we haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name's Anthony Mosley. I'm a real estate broker here in Northwest Arkansas, and I help people just like you, after presenting them the facts, decide, is Northwest Arkansas going to be, or is it not going to be, the next best place for them and their family to call home? That's right, we're going to compare 10 cities to Northwest Arkansas, and I know Northwest Arkansas is a region, but there's many wonderful cities in Northwest Arkansas, and once you decide on NWA, you then have to figure out which is the best city for you, Bentonville, Rogers, Springdale, Fayetteville, or maybe one of the smaller cities out and around Northwest Arkansas. Our first city to compare it to is Boise, Idaho. Many people are moving from Washington, Oregon, California, and they're considering Boise. They compare it to NWA because of its outdoor lifestyle. It's a fast-growing area. There's strong migration there, and from what I understand, it's very quote-unquote family friendly. The reason why Northwest Arkansas continues to win over Boise is because housing is more affordable and more attainable here in Northwest Arkansas. Another reason NWA wins is because there are 3 Fortune 500 giants here instead of a more concentrated economy. Tyson Foods, J.B. Hunt, and of course Walmart Corporation are headquartered here in Northwest Arkansas. We also have a greener landscape because of more rainfall. We have less wildfire and smoke risk. And lastly, comparing to Boise, Idaho, Northwest Arkansas has access and proximity to major southern metros. Speaking of southern metros, the next town on our list is Austin, Texas. So many times I hear about Bentonville's becoming the next Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, compare it to Northwest Arkansas because Austin has tech growth. There's corporate relocations there, as well as an entrepreneurial culture. Why Northwest Arkansas wins is because there's less traffic. I know if you're local right now, you're like, there's traffic here in Northwest Arkansas. Yes, there is, but it's less traffic than Austin. Home prices are lower. There's lower property taxes, and we have easier access to nature here in NWA. Lastly, comparing to Austin, Texas, we have a smaller town feel without sacrificing economic opportunity. The third city on our list, let's go east, the United States, and jump over to Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. People compare Raleigh-Durham to Northwest Arkansas because of its education standards, its technology availability, as well as high-paying jobs. Here we are again, why Northwest Arkansas wins is because of lower housing costs, less congestion, faster commute times, strong access to outdoor recreation, and comparable growth with less of an urban sprawl. The next city on our list to compare to, why so many people are choosing NWA or a city in NWA compared to these cities, is Huntsville, Alabama. The reason why people compare NWA to Huntsville is because of explosive job growth. There's high-income jobs and an engineering hub there also. The folks in Huntsville have Elon Musk to thank for their recent growth in the region. The reason why Northwest Arkansas wins over Huntsville, Alabama is because we have more of a diverse economy, stronger entrepreneurial ecosystem, and better mountain biking trails, more corporate career opportunities, and stronger national brand recognition. We're halfway through our list. You may be asking, Anthony, how did you come up with these lists of cities? I don't have to come up with them. It happens. It's like some comedians say. They don't write it down. Stuff just happens and it's funny. And then they use that material in their comedy show. Well, this is no comedy show. This is the fact that many of my clients are choosing these cities and saying, hey, Anthony, we're looking to move to your area, but we're also comparing to Chattanooga, Tennessee is the next one on our list. Why do people compare to Chattanooga, Tennessee? Well, Chattanooga has great outdoor recreation. It's a very scenic setting and also a remote worker magnet. Many people are leaving Florida, Texas, California, and they're saying, hey, I'm a remote worker. Why not live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I can work from wherever? The reason why Northwest Arkansas wins over Chattanooga, Tennessee is because we have a larger economy. There's more Fortune 500 influence. Have you noticed there's some repeat items on here? There's a stronger white-collar job market in Northwest Arkansas. So if maybe your remote job is no longer remote and you have to get an in-person job, there's quite a bit of opportunity for that here in Northwest Arkansas. NWA has faster population growth and better long-term economic stability. Heading back further east is Greenville, South Carolina. What are people saying about Greenville? Why do they like to move there? Well, what I found is people love that southern charm. Maybe they like hearing those accents and being treated with that southern hospitality. There's a large manufacturing growth and Greenville has an affordable lifestyle. Why is Northwest Arkansas winning over Greenville, South Carolina? Well, it's because there's a larger corporate presence. There's a better startup ecosystem. I didn't know if you knew, but there are many venture capitalists and startup programs here in NWA for entrepreneurs and people looking to pave their own way. There's stronger supply chain economy, nationally recognized cycling and mountain biking scene here in Northwest Arkansas from Bella Vista all the way down to Fayetteville. Siloam Springs all the way out past Beaver Lake. And last but not least, Northwest Arkansas wins over Greenville, South Carolina because there's greater household income potential. For number 7, let's go back to Tennessee and check out Nashville. So many of my clients say, hey, Anthony, we're looking at Nashville and many of the suburbs around Nashville. Believe it or not, Northwest Arkansas and Bentonville itself, Bentonville, the cost of living in Bentonville, very similar to what you might find in a mid-market city like Kansas City or Nashville. The reason why Nashville is so popular with many people is because there is a large job growth. It is a big relocation destination for so many people, and there is that Southern culture in Tennessee that you might not find as much as you do here in NWA. But how does NWA compare to Nashville? Well, we have a lot less traffic, lower housing costs, lower daily stress, better public school options in many communities around Northwest Arkansas, and we have much easier access to lakes and trails. As we're clicking right along, number 8 on our list is Colorado Springs, Colorado. I can't tell you how many clients I've helped move from Colorado, the Denver area, the Steamboat Springs area, the Colorado Springs area. People like Colorado Springs because of its outdoor lifestyle, because it's quote-unquote family friendly. And there is a growing economy there as well. Where again, here in Northwest Arkansas, as we mentioned earlier, there's a reoccurring theme, and that's why so many people are choosing here, is because lower housing costs than Colorado Springs, lower overall cost of living than Colorado Springs. There's a longer riding season. You have winter there. You can't ride your bike there as long as you can here. I don't know the statistic necessarily, but you might get 5 to 7 feet or more of snowfall in Colorado Springs, whereas here in Bentonville, we average around 9 to 10 inches annually of snowfall each year. And again, a larger corporate employment base here in Northwest Arkansas compared to Colorado Springs, Colorado. The last 2 cities on our list are actually regions. So this is kind of where we're getting into that region per region. Northwest Arkansas is pretty much comprised of Benton and Washington County here up in the far northwest corner of the state, lovingly named NWA. Every now and then I get somebody that's like, hey, Fort Smith, that's NWA. No, it is up in the northwest corner, but we here don't really classify Fort Smith as NWA. Believe it or not, the second largest competitor of Northwest Arkansas is going to be the northwest corner of Florida. We're looking at the Pensacola, Destin, and Panama City area. Why people are moving to Northwest Florida? Lifestyle relocation. Those remote workers, again, really like that area, and they love the warm weather. They're getting away from the cold, harsh winters of maybe New York, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, Montana, all those northern states. People are leaving and going down to Florida. But how does Northwest Arkansas win? In my opinion, and what I've found with many of my clients, why Northwest Arkansas wins over Northwest Florida? Because there's more of a diverse year-round economy. There's better career opportunities. There's lower insurance costs. We have less exposure to hurricanes here. Yes, an occasional tornado and hailstorm here in Northwest Arkansas, but with high insurance costs and housing costs there in Northwest Florida, Northwest Arkansas wins again when it comes to mainly just your housing, your taxes, and your home purchase price. Last but not least, the number 1 region, well, it's actually number 10 on our list, but the number 1 region that Northwest Arkansas compares to, we're talking about Dallas-Fort Worth area, Frisco, Plano, McKinney as examples. People compare Dallas-Fort Worth area because of their corporate jobs that are there. That's a huge relocation hub. Lots of new construction around Dallas. As you're going further and further away from Dallas-Fort Worth, there's new neighborhoods, new cities are popping up, new boom towns, if you will, there in Dallas. But why does NWA win over the Dallas-Fort Worth metro? Well, let me tell you, we have shorter commute times, more outdoor recreation. We have less concrete than Dallas, so maybe a little bit more nature to look at here. Less density and more of a community feel. And again, this is from what clients are telling me. Anthony, we chose Northwest Arkansas over Dallas because of these reasons. So after comparing all 10 cities and or regions, Northwest Arkansas keeps on winning because of its economy. The University of Arkansas, Walmart, Tyson Foods, JB Hunt Transportation Services create a diversified employment base few metros of our size can actually match. The affordability continues to win over many other cities. I know you might not be comparing to one of these cities or one of these metros. You may be saying, hey, Anthony, I was looking at Papillion, Nebraska for an example. Well, many of these cities around the United States don't compare when it comes to Arkansas housing prices. When you compare to Northwest Arkansas housing prices, they're a little bit more elevated than just the state of Arkansas, so watch out for that. Northwest Arkansas provides an outdoor lifestyle unlike any other city or region. When you're looking at urban mountain biking that Bentonville, Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bella Vista all offer, not even to mention the lakes, the hiking, the biking, cycling, golf, and parks that are integrated into everyday life, not just weekend destinations, the outdoor lifestyle here is unmatched. Some would say we have the best of both worlds, growth without mega big city problems, but I would beg to differ, and that's going to be a different video. But Northwest Arkansas, I would say, is America's sweet spot. Strong economy, affordability, outdoor recreation, good schools, and a lifestyle that so many people enjoy. My friend, it's always a pleasure to put this information together for you, and now you know a little bit more about what life is like in around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.